back to another video, guys. So today's video is on demand video. We recently shifted to Cologne and we would like to show you our apartment, and we have another story to share with you all. How did we find an accommodation in Cologne? Because you already know the accommodation market is so competitive in Germany, and we have already made a video about how can you find an accommodation in Germany with the easy step-by-step guide. If you haven't watched that video, the link is in the description below. But in today's video, let's start with the showing you parking space what we have got with this apartment. So this is the centralized location in Cologne, which is like a 2 kilometers away from the Cologne Cathedral. We also see the Cologne Cathedral from our apartment. So if you are one who would like to see the Cologne Cathedral, don't go away. And you see, or can already see we have a huge parking space or huge parking spots available for us. I believe these are approximately 100 or 100 plus parking spots on the ground. We also have some parking spots where the entrance is from the other side, which is like a 2 stories downstairs, and where we can have approximately 2 to 300 additional parking spots. On top of it, if you are someone who is interested in the EV, because this is German government is already supporting EV cars automotive industry, we have a tank steller in our parking spots where you can come put your car for the charging and you get to park here free. That's impressive, and it is really difficult to find. One more time telling you the accommodation in Cologne. So let's go inside and check out how our new apartment is. So in Germany or in European cities, you have mostly seen the 2, 3, 5 stories building, but look at ours. Ours is approximately, not approximately, it is a 22 stories building. So before we go in, let's try to understand how the garbage system works here. So here we have a garbage bins located outside of the pharmacies. In the yellow ones, you should be able to put the plastics only. In the other one, which says here rest mule, so you can try to combine the mule, which does not go into the multiple categories, or let's say which is from the diverse categories. On the other side, as you can see, that is only for the cardboard paper, so it is easy to remember. Wherever you see a mule bin with the blue color or the blue shade for the cardboard papers, and the white one is for the rest mule, and the yellow is for the plastic bags. So this is how they do the segregation. And for every apartment in Germany, you will be able to see the white space, the Fahrrad's parking spot. So as you can already see, German people love to do the outdoor sport. I am also one of the person who love to do the outdoor sport. In Germany, especially during the summer time, you will be able to see a lot of bicycles on the street instead of the cars, automotive, or the two-wheelers and scooters. So as you can see, the park space is quite huge for us at this point. With the previous apartment, especially with the Munich's apartment, it was not that big. But this apartment is really impressive because as you can see, it's already a huge parking space, and this is the entrance at this point. So I don't really feel like that I'm living in European country, because this is the structure what have been or what I used to see in India. But here in European countries it was quite difficult. But this is something different what I have seen from the Munich in Cologne. And behind our building is a huge garden or government property. I'm sure if this was the situation in India, there could have been multiple buildings. But at this point, Germany is really the health conscious country. They really care for the people's well-being, and that is the reason this is the huge garden is still a garden, not the apartments and complex. So let's go in now. And this is how you should be able to enter inside the apartment in Germany, especially if you don't know someone or anyone in the apartment or inside the building. Then this is the most secure system what they have, that without entering or ringing the bell, you don't get an opportunity to get inside. And this is what I find fascinating in Germany compared to India, because in India anybody can walk in into the any apartment or any building. Perhaps this is the most secure thing what I have seen so far. So if I want to go and my apartment, I have to first try to find my name here, Then it has given me the option to sort by the alphabet. Now I'm gonna select the initials of our surname, or let's say the last name, and now we can see it here. It is called as Bhatt and Sabkar. So always I'm trying to give the priority to my wife, otherwise she won't be recording my videos. So now we are gonna bring, and when you ring this, only if a person from the upstairs tries to or would like to open the door, then only you get an opportunity to get inside. So now let's use the keys and go inside. All right. So yeah, come in. And as soon as we come inside, we should be able to see the mailboxes. And usually, it is a standard situation in all of the complexes in Germany. As you can see, already we have over the 100 apartments here situated, and here is our mailbox. And the interesting thing here on the mailbox is it is indicated the floor number where you reside, but it does not indicate the flat number. And this is the most common thing in Germany. And if you are ordering something from Amazon or Uber or Lieferando, any website, you need to specify your address where exactly you stay on the 14th floor. Otherwise, most of the times you don't get your packages, and people tend to leave the note for you all so that you can get your packages and collect it from the DHL or any package store if you have not able to receive it. So now this is the automatic door. Fascinating, see. All right, so this is the corridor for us to go up, and here we have a three different lifts. So it is not like sorted, but this is for the commercial purpose and these are for the residential purpose, because this lift has an opportunity to expand. So you can use your key and expand it to the longer extent so that you can put your mobile furniture inside it. Now we need to call the lift because we need to go to the 14th floor. So we are still waiting for the lift. Right, so we wanna go to the 14th floor. As you can already see, in fact, we have a 23 floor, not 22 floor. And as you can see here, E is a ground floor usually in Germany. K is a keller, like one underground floor. What you usually see in India, like U1, and this is U2. And there should be another story of one or two levels for the parking. Welcome to our small kingdom, guys. So usually in Germany, when you enter, you get to have a corridor, and we this time got really a big space in terms of the corridor. On this side, we have a shelf to put our clothes or the overcoats, actually, especially during the time of winter or rainy season. In summers, we don't usually use the clothes. But yeah, on this side, we have a place to put our shoes, the shelves. And recently we have been a bit of plant lover, so we have been growing this money plants in this past 1.5 year. And the very important thing you would might be wondering is the smoke alarm. So as soon as it smells of burning something in European houses, or not only European houses, I have also seen this structure in houses in Canada, US, UK, Australia. But as soon as it smells of something is burning, then it will automatically trigger an alarm to the police. It will automatically trigger an alarm to the ambulance, fire brigade. So within a few minutes, everything will be available downstairs. Of course, it will be a huge team and it will be a huge mess. We don't want to really try that. And here on the side, we have our small security guard. So say hello to our audience. Alright, so we got the second level of security with this door. Usually we don't see this case. We have been staying in Germany for a quite long time in different apartments. But this is the additional thing what we have seen in this apartment. We have our this huge living room, and we have a leather sofa. As you can see, it's pretty big. And this is my corner where I usually stand, sit and do whatever I can to make a videos for you all. And this is my instrument to make a video. And as you can already see, we have a lot of plants these days in our apartment. And on the other side, we have this beautiful balcony. What I would like to show you also, from the balcony, you get to see the entire city. As you can see, this is really great view. I mean, just imagine waking up in the morning, having your coffee, sitting on the table, having a candlelight dinner. You can do a lot of much stuff in this apartment. It's a bit sunny these days, and that is the reason we decided to have a outside two-seater so that we can plan our some dates, or maybe we try to have a meal outside to get some fresh air. Now let's go inside. Here, I've been a TV fan lately because I would love to see myself on a huge TV, and that is the reason we have a huge TV with us. It's 2+ years, and this is the additional assembly. And one thing to note here, in Germany, usually you get the apartment only with the white color, but we have decided to do some creativity by our own. And let us know in the comment, how do you think it is, and what is something we can do additionally in our apartment. Feel free to drop your thoughts. And in Germany, the apartments are really expensive, so we will tell you how much we pay for this apartment. But first, we will take you to the tour. This is the odd corner. We decided to have a dining table in this structure so that we should be able to utilize all the space what we have inside the apartment. On this side, I have my table for my work, study, and everything. And we also have another table, but despite we don't have a huge space in this apartment, that is the reason we decided to utilize only one. And we have also been a little bit spiritual, and that is the reason we came up with some unique idea. We tried to utilize this IKEA shelf getting converted into our mandir, and I've also put the link in the description below, because many of you have asked me for the place where I've got this and how did I made or converted my mandir into such a beautiful mandir. And let's enter to our kitchen. So in our kitchen, usually in Germany you don't really get to have a bigger space in kitchen, but we have been fortunate enough with the kitchen. So we have a washing machine down here already, but in most of the student apartments or the apartments, you don't get to have washing machine inside the kitchen or in the bathroom or inside the house, because it's quite risky, quite complicated, and these type of houses are not made for it. And this was a fortunate thing what we have already here installed from our landlord. Of course, we are paying for all the utilities and it is really expensive. On the other side, we have our dishwasher, so my wife is really happy about this, so she doesn't have to do anything apart from cooking. We have a big and really big this time refrigerator where we get the additional deep freezer downstairs. We have a kitchen top off, which you have already seen. Now let us enter to our bedroom. How does it look? Just before entering to the bedroom, this is another corridor what we have, and right before that we have our bathroom. So usually in Germany you don't get to have a bigger space also in bathroom. You might have already seen in the videos that it is like a 1 cubicle or 2 cubicle, like 24s or not more than that space you get for your showers and everything. But with this apartment, we were really fortunate enough that we got the bigger space also in terms of bathroom. So this is the area for the shower. There is one drawback staying in Cologne that we missed in our previous apartment. We had a beautiful bathtub in the previous apartment, but this time unfortunately we didn't get a scope, but we never know, in the future we might get it in our own house. So of course this is something you also need to be more aware of. And now this is our bedroom, and it's quite spacious, it's quite big. Here on this side we have huge cupboards. One section, like 1/4 is only for me and 3/4 is for my wife. Of course, you can already feel it. And here also we have a windows which we can open and fill. And this is what I really like about the German windows. It can turn into the both ways. So if I want to open this one, I can already open like this to have a beautiful view. Also on the other side you can see this is tilted one, so if I don't want to open completely, this is also the scope available for me, what I usually don't see in Indian houses. And yes, I think that's it. From here also you get to enjoy the view. Now it is time for us to reveal how much amount do we pay for our accommodation. And don't be surprised, for this accommodation we pay close to 1600 euros. And 1600, if I talk about, it is like 1,60,000 rupees in Indian currency we pay for our accommodation. So you can already imagine how competitive market it is in Germany in terms of the accommodation. And I would like to again highlight the point that I have also made a video that will help you to find an accommodation in Germany, and I've also created a step-by-step guide for you all to help you in your accommodation search. So feel free to drop your thoughts, comments, and let us know what you would like to see in our next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay wealthy. Auf Wiedersehen.